Since no one asked, that is right, you didn't ask, but I'm doing it anyway. Trash isekai, but it has achieved a masterclass status. An isekai that has reached millions of people's top 10 animes without even having a season 2. Welcome to the Eminence in Shadow.
Y'all know what time it is.
Shadow?
選択肢3
The legendary Sid Kagano. What does he do, you ask? See, now you're asking. Don't do that.
三岡さんのこれは
Imagine creating 100 forms of NPC skills to use to seem more like a background character, but little did you know, he runs the underworld from the Shadow, an elite mastermind who made up a story about a cult that turned out to be real. The lead character draws you in with the absolute utter amount of bullshit he does.
Oh, he just like me.
I am not joking. Big brain plays. But what does it do differently than every other overpowered main character stereotypical fantasy archetype anime in the game right now? Absolutely nothing, but it's brilliant. Reincarnated into another world, into a world with magic, into a world where there is a school, into a world where women should be falling all over him. We have just laid the ground floor planning to every harem isekai in the world at this point.
I don't know, man.
But Sid is different. His entire personality in this world is based off of TV shows, games, and other media he viewed while living on Earth. He's living in a Chunibyo fantasy.
It should have been me.
He is obsessed with becoming the Eminence in Shadow, a brilliant mastermind who controls society from the dark. He creates Shadow Garden, an elite secret society made up of girls who all seem to harbor romantic interests towards Sid. What a Chad. But he's oblivious to all of them. What a Chad. And he did all of this as a kid before he even entered the school. Yeah, the Giga Chad meme. Woo! Since no one asked, his older sister is considered a prodigy and he is more than happy to live in her shadow. He has 2 friends at school who are the definition of brain dead. Perfect for his plan to remain a background character until he asked the princess out for a date and she says yes.
Yes! Yes!
Plot twist! The anime is the definition of crackhead energy. Shadow Garden's main enemy is the Cult of Diabolos, who Sid made up as a kid. Guess what? They are very real and very intent on gaining power over the world. While Sid had been at school acting like a dog for the princess, bro's really dingy.
Just like me, for real.
The girls in this elite secret organization have been making a place for themselves in the world as businesswomen and entrepreneurs to raise funds so they can fight the cult. The agents of Shadow Garden hold Sid in high esteem, considering him to be a brilliant individual who excels in his role as the Shadow leader. Sid's a genius to them.
I have an idea!
While most isekai shows would follow a similar storyline with the protagonist forming alliances and confronting evil organizations, Sid is portrayed as a more oblivious character who remains unaware of the true nature of the villains. He doesn't even think the cult exists for a very long time. Sid also creates the coldest line in all of anime.
This is the most obnoxious thing I've ever experienced in my life.
His thought process consisted of, how do you beat a nuke? Well, you become a nuke, and then he released enough magical energy to nuke the city. Most isekai have a dark edgelord protagonist like Kirito, while Sid pretends to be an edgelord while in reality he is oblivious and quite hilarious. The dialogue and antics of the self-named Eminence in Shadow brought a new style of comedy to the isekai genre. Sid doesn't take himself serious at all and tries to one-up himself on how much of an NPC he can be. This anime doesn't just focus on Sid, as you get to know the surrounding cast just as well. Don't miss out on this anime, and hopefully we don't get a no game, no life situation where we never receive a season 2. What was your favorite moment in this anime? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment.
Send boobs now.